Uh, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Kickback Network. Your host, Cuddy J. What it do? Tapping in late night Saturday. As you see on the thumbnail, we got the Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel is a former player, NFL, former player for the NFL, and he decided to jump into the beef that Cam Newton and Gillie The Kid has going on. I don't like to call it beef, man, because it really ain't beef. It's just, people they got a difference between opinions on everything. The thing is, Gillie The Kid is a Philadelphia Eagles fan. The fact that he's from Philadelphia, he's defending Jalen Hurts because I guess Cam Newton said some bad things about Jalen Hurts on his podcast, and Gillie The Kid has a podcast along with his cousin Wallow, $1 million worth of game. And they've been going back and forth with the words, about, Jalen Hurts, like lay out Jalen Hurts. He got, he went to the Super Bowl in 2 seasons. He went 2 seasons that he played with Philadelphia. Plus he has a ring. But, Cam Newton has something different to say about that, like he always say about any kind of quarterback that's on the rise. Of course, y'all know Cam Newton, he won the MVP one year, but he couldn't win the Super Bowl. Yeah, he folded that year against Denver. All of a sudden, Johnny Manziel, he up saying, barking his gun. He won the Heisman for Texas A&M back in the day. And he was a bust in the draft. He never did anything for Cleveland Browns. Maybe because he was with Cleveland Browns, I don't know. But, yeah, Johnny Manziel, he decided to jump into the beef that Gillie The Kid has going on with Cam Newton, taking Cam Newton's side. Saying that, he said some bad words to Gillie. They say Gillie The Kid hasn't replied back yet. Understandable. I can understand why. Definitely not going to do that. He probably, if he do, it's going to be, he's going to come back hard if he do. But at the same time, he might look at Johnny Manziel like, oh, man, this guy right here is talking nonsense. Y'all tap in. It's the Kickback Network with Cuddy J, Johnny Manziel, Gillie The Kid, and Cam Newton. Share a few words with each other. Of course, Cam Newton and Johnny Manziel, touchdown Tony, are siding together. Somehow he jumped in because I guess him and Cam Newton, they kind of close, they friends. They've been in the they probably like around the same age. So I guess that's why he's taking Cam Newton's side. I guess they try to make it seem like Gillie The Kid doesn't know nothing about football. He's just a mascot to the team. All this, that, and the other. He also said, how about me and you have a one-on-one and talk about some football? Which I don't know what that supposed to mean. Like, I guess they don't know Gillie's knowledge about sports. Not saying I know either. But he also said if you see Gillie out, just know you're going to slap him in his face. That's crazy. All right, so while a few people tapping in, so I'm going to go ahead and share this video to some people. First tip on the show, I might go like an hour and a half, 2 hours tonight. Depends on how I feel, how the wave going. There we go. Yeah, what's going down, man? Who we got up here? My bad. I didn't forgot I was on this bitch. My bad. It's the Kid Back Network. It's your boy Cuddy J. I just had to share that with a couple of people right now, man, to get this chat room, warmed up a little bit. Maybe some people will come in here talking, Appreciate that like, whoever gave me that like. I really appreciate that. I don't know if anybody on here speaking yet. I think I need to turn this light off. We got it too bright. There we go. Yeah, I don't like it like that. There we go. You feel me? Yeah, man. Get this thing. Okay, who we got here? Okay, 85 Cup. What's happening with you, my boy? I see you up in here. My Saturday been good, man. How your Saturday been? I ain't had the kids this Saturday, man. This is my work weekend. I just came home from work probably about 45, 50 minutes ago. I ran across this topic tonight. I'm sitting up. I stopped by Church's Chicken to get me some chicken, man. I've been craving some fried chicken from Church's for a while. Oh yeah, I started chatting as soon as I went live, man. They kind of like bringing people to the room too. I think that's how you work the algorithm, But like I said, I was on my way home from work. I stopped and got some Church's Chicken, and as I'm in the drive-thru, I ran across this topic, Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel, he jumped into the beef that Cam Newton and Gillie The Kid has going on. They be, so Gillie The Kid and Cam Newton, y'all know they've been going back and forth over the past few weeks, I guess Cam Newton said some bad things about Jalen Hurts, who's happy, he's the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. Also, nah, it ain't slow. I just ain't it ain't slow. I'm just now reading all the well I just now put my things up right here. I'm reading the chats off my tablet. So you good, man. We good. We good. I just happened to see the chats because I was too busy sharing on my phone to people on the on Facebook to jump up in here. But like I was saying, I had ran across the topic, about the Johnny Manziel Cam Newton situation. I had Cam Newton said some bad things about Jalen Hurts, who's the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, and Gillie The Kid, him being born and raised in Philadelphia resident. He's a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan. Y'all know how fans are up there in Philly. He didn't like what Cam Newton had to say about Jalen Hurts, so they've been going back and forth. All of a sudden, this was happening. Johnny Manziel decides to jump in on Cam Newton's side, attacking Gillie The Kid with a couple of words on Twitter, or X, I should say, formerly known as Twitter. It was going back and forth. I guess he was saying some crazy stuff about Gillie. Gillie hasn't replied yet, not to my knowledge right now, but he did say some stuff about it. Gillie doesn't know about football, and he challenged him to go back, talk football. He also said, just to let you know, when I see you, I'm going to slap you in your face. That might get Gillie The Kid's, reaction. He might get a reaction from that, Let's see. But that's the crazy part about it. Why jump into these two men? Why I don't know why Johnny Manziel decided to jump into this. This is not your. This you shouldn't have no dog in this fight. Yeah, that was up right there, man. But yeah, like my kids, I work this weekend, man. I'm not off again till Saturday. And I think I don't have my kids this weekend because my son, he's going to Galveston Beach with his aunt. She take my son and his cousin to Galveston Beach every summer around this time, like the weekend before school starts. So yeah, this what they gonna go to Galveston that weekend, and I'm just happy my son he got something to do this summer. I'm not gonna be able to take him nowhere until school starts, and they been wanting to go back to Louisiana they've been asking about Louisiana for like 5-6 months now. I promised to take them when school got out, but things got slow at my job, man. Everything just be slowing me down. But yeah, how y'all doing tonight though, man? Who all tapped up in here, man? Whoever that second person is, show some love. It's all gravy, baby. But yeah, man, what you think about that? Hey, you hear the conversation, right? 85. What you think about that with the Johnny Manziel? Are you aware of that? Are you up on that? Hey, 85, you hear me? I know I need to do a trip. I'm tripping. Man, I got so many devices, man. It's hard to keep everything charged up at the same time, It be tripping me out. And I be getting my wireless mics mixed up because I got two sets. And I got this mic, and then I got another, the mics for the camera, the box with the mics, What it do, Lisa? Lisa in the Cold Train crew. What it do, boo? Hootie hoo. Lisa in the Cold Train crew. What it do, boo? Hootie hoo. Why you saying my chat slow? You saying my chat slow? I might need to start over. Are you sure? I hate when I do that. Nah, my chat ain't slow. Man, hey, I don't want to do that because I already tagged too many people already. You don't see Lisa chat. It might be some on your end, man. Yeah, they might don't see them on your end. I already tagged too many people on Facebook on this video. I don't want to lose that because people be telling me, man, I clicked on your video, but it wasn't no video. I said, man, can I start it over? And I don't want to do that no more. I'm gonna keep this one right here running. You should probably had to get in the good. Now I think I seen whenever you did it, I just didn't notice it. That's what it was. That's what it was. I just didn't notice it. I didn't notice you text me or you were coming because you gotta understand. I had this phone in my hand, and I by the way, Cuddy, I gotta give you my new number. This phone right here, somehow I still getting text messages, but I got a new phone now. I got a new phone. This phone right here still get text messages. So I'm gonna text you my new number late before at the end of the night. But yeah, I was too busy, tagging people. And I was tagging people on Facebook with this phone. That's why I missed you. I wasn't paying attention to the comments, or I wasn't paying attention to your text. But let's get back to the subject, though, guys. Since we're talking, since I got your attention, let's get back to the subject. Since I got your attention, did you are you up on the Johnny Manziel and Cam Newton? The Cam Newton and Gillie The Kid from $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. So you aware of that beef that's going on right now? The two podcast beef is going on. Because that's what podcasting became anyway. Yeah, all these media guys are going against each other now. You know, you're not aware. Yeah, you might want to type up and just look at it, just browse, just skip through it a little bit if you want to just get a little information. But yeah, just so happened, this is what's going on. Then just give you a little paraphrase. Or we can get deep into the content if you want to. But I'm gonna give you all the details that I know as of right now. Apparently, I guess Cam Newton, he had on his podcast, he always criticizing quarterbacks and especially young black quarterbacks or whatever, in the game. He just happened to say something bad about Jalen Hurts, the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. With that being said, everybody knows Gillie The Kid. Gillie The Kid is a former rapper from the group Major Figures. And he also was a part of Young Money Gang and Cash Money, and he was a ghostwriter for Lil Wayne and all this, that, and the other. But y'all know Gillie The Kid. Him and his cousin Wallow have a podcast called $1 Million Worth of Game, which on his podcast, he replied back to what Cam Newton was saying about Jalen Hurts on the strength because he's from Philadelphia, which makes him a Philadelphia fan. He's also like a diehard fan. He's out there on the field with them. He had something to say to Cam Newton, so they've been going back and forth over the week or so, talking about what's going, whatever I don't know what they words was exact. I can't tell you what exactly words were said to each other from each one of them, but I know all of a sudden now Johnny Manziel, y'all know Johnny Manziel, touchdown Tony. Oh, you aware of this? You aware of Johnny has mental health issues and substance abuse issues as well? Okay, damn. It makes a lot of sense because check this out. Johnny Manziel, today, or maybe just say recently, he decided to jump into this little media beef because it ain't really no street beef. His podcast and media beef, but they do have difference, He has the right to say what he feel about Jalen Hurts, but he's probably wrong. He might be right. But guess what? Gillie The Kid being the person he is, standing on that Philadelphia state of mind, he had to defend that since he got his own platform to do that. And Jalen Hurts don't have to say nothing. Listen, I got him down. Hey, Netflix, let me get him. The guy who never won a Super Bowl, but he was the MVP for the Carolina Panthers. Let me get him, nephew. He mad because you got your ring and you've been there twice in three of your years of playing. So, or 4, I should say. So, now Johnny Manziel jumps in and he's going back and he's taking Cam Newton's side and saying what he want to do. He wants to challenge Gillie The Kid in football talk, and he also say when he sees him, he's going to slap him in his face. Now, Gillie The Kid hasn't replied back yet. He had to respond. I don't think he is. Maybe he is. Who knows? But that's what's going on. That's what's going on in hip hop and sports right now. Not hip. I'm not. It's just some sports people that's involving themselves with a hip hop guy on a podcast. This is just another media beef going on. I'm not going to sit up here going against other platforms. This is not what I came into podcasting to do. When I got in podcasting, or I got into this media game, it wasn't to go at other platforms. My whole thing was to us collaborate and just make things happen. Share our minds. I'm not going to go if I got to disagree. Now, I'm not saying that this right here, what they got going on, ain't valid. Because okay, don't say nothing about my team like that, boy. Yeah, that's a crazy thing going on. Also, y'all do know about how Slim Thug is somehow, I don't know what's going on with Slim Thug. Y'all know who Slim Thug is, right? Rapper from Houston, Texas, tar rapper back in the 90s, early 2000s, kind of H-Town, Texas legend. I guess he's somehow making videos about Megan Thee Stallion. I guess it sounds like he's really obsessed with her. So like he's jealous of her because now she's dating the basketball player Klay Thompson, who played for the Dallas Mavericks, who formerly played for the Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry. Ever since she started dating Klay Thompson, they say Slim Thug been going hard, at her going, both of them are from H-Town, right? And I guess he asked her out before she shot him down. And now that she's with Klay Thompson, he just been going off with his jibber jabber. Anybody got any takes on that? And speaking of H-Town, shout out to Lisa for giving me this news. In H-Town, they having a big ass brawl at the beauty salon over wigs in Houston. Women in the beauty salon fighting over wigs. Yeah, why are you paying attention to what? Why is another man paying attention to what another lady bought to another man? You shouldn't be worried about what anybody bought for anybody. Let me turn the AC on. That's right here, man. The Kickback Network, the host, Cuddy J. How that audio sound, man? I know sometimes I be sounding so loud, man. I think I need to stop talking in this mic real loud. Cause I be listening to videos. I think I be a little bit too loud. I already got a deep voice. I need to chill out. I need this shit to sound right. You tapping in here there, like, but appreciate that, Lisa. But yeah, that's crazy though. Also, like I said, Lisa, you was talking about the women in Houston, man, at the beauty salon having to fight over wigs and weave at the beauty salon. Big ass brawl in H-Town. Crazy, huh? Wow. Is it crazy? Is the weave that important? Is the wigs that important? You know what? When they start making pink moisturizer, when they start putting pink moisturizer on the shelf, women start, they stop wanting to, deal with their hair more. Cause everybody had that pink moisturizer in their house. I had that pink moisturizer. I used to put it in my head every time I used to grow afro before I got braids or whatever. I used to put that pink moisturizer in my hair. I put it in about 3 times out the week. They should just keep your scalp moisturized, make your hair grow out healthy and shit. They don't got that shit no more in the store. They be taking all the good stuff away. Oh, they said he was throwing. Okay. Cause I didn't really click on the story. He said somebody was throwing wigs out to the customers, and they were going crazy over the. Okay, women going crazy parading over wigs. But we're not against wigs. We're not against weavers, but we are against those long ass eyelashes. This is Bud for you. Shout out to Bud Ice. Yeah, man. You seen that the weekend? It's like this. The summer almost over with, y'all. We about to be in the 4th quarter, y'all, of the year already. Before you know it, it's gonna be October, y'all. Watch how it ain't number 30 days in this month. Well, it's 30 days. Now, okay, it's 30. It's 31 this month, 30 next month. I knew it was something like that. It's 2 months ago. I think February 28th and August, they got 30 days. And everybody else got 31 days. Am I right or wrong? Yes, it is. Good memory. October the 1st. You know what y'all want to hear a fun fact? My mom's birthday the day before mine. My mom had me at 12:07 a.m. On her birthday, night of her birthday, my mom had me, but it was 12:07 a.m. I was born the day after her birthday. It was the night of her birthday. But yeah, So the day before my birthday is my mom's birthday, September the 30th. It's crazy, huh, Lisa? It's, no, it's crazy how people count on to that though. For like as far as Facebook and social media, it was about like 3 years in a row. Somebody like, damn man, I just realized you and your mama y'all birthday like back to back. And I said, yeah, it's crazy, ain't it? We'll be tapping in, hit the Kickback Network. For the first time coming in, subscribe, also hit that like, just show some love. You can talk if you want to, you can get in the chat. We talking about this Gillie The Kid and Cam Newton beef that's going on. All of a sudden, ex-football NFL player Johnny Manziel jumps in, put his 2 cents in this shit. How y'all feel about this shit? Oh, y'all up to speed on this? Let me know. If y'all want to talk about something else, let me know. We don't necessarily got to talk about what's on the thumbnail. This right here gonna get after the show load up. People that want to hear about the Johnny Manziel stuff, they gonna tap in. Once you get in and play the algorithm, whoever want to hear about Gillie The Kid and the Cam situation, they might don't be tuned in right now, but once the video loads up, they'll be watching. I'm seeing videos I did 2 weeks ago, getting more views. The views still going up. Just because the people they probably wasn't there to watch it live, they went back and they caught the after live. That's when I realized, you know what? I remember I was gonna stop going live when I got to a certain amount of hours. When I had realized, I still get views anyway after I go, I said I'm gonna go ahead and go live anyway. I'm gonna stay going live. People gonna fall. They're gonna fall back into the channel eventually. And as I see it doing it right now, for the show, it's all about the timing too. When I look at my analytics, it tells me the time most of my people, my subscribers. When most of my subscribers, they are on YouTube between the hours of 6 and 9. If I can start my podcast or my show around by 8 o'clock, if I can start it around by 8 o'clock, I can get people in before 9 hits and probably keep them tapped in. But if I start out to 9, people that shutting down at 9 o'clock, they ain't gonna tune in because they gonna be already slowed their night down. I had a homegirl, she had told me, she said, sometimes I don't need cause I be sitting there drinking my drink listening to y'all and listening to you talk to everybody. And she said, I be tripping out there. She said, it gotta be news to her. She said, that's how she get most of the information. Conversations I be having with you guys. I should hear about some good. It's the Kickback Network. Yeah, I thought about doing that. Cause I got a computer right here. I got a laptop right here. This is a laptop right here. But I also really don't want to do. Some people do. Everybody doing that now. Everybody been doing that now. Cause most of the shows that I watch, that's who I call them recycle guys. Cause they take the content off other people's videos or whatever and playing it. and just sitting back and just let the content roll. They doing less talking. I like to just talk about it. You know, because I like to go. I like to run. I pretty much I like to run shit. You know, I like to run. I like to run the game too. I like to share stories, put my input on it. But I done that before on previous. Now, I'm gonna send you a video. 2 episodes of the Kickback Chit Chat where I had videos in the corner when I edited, and then it's pre-recorded. When I was pre-recording, I had the videos in the corner where I show you what's going on and I talk about it. Oh yeah, that makes sense too though, yeah. I need to have that shit, but that's just too much work, I guess. I just be want to come on here and I be trying to pick topics that I know most people hear about. You know, I guess around my parts anyway, people be talking about shit like this. You know, I guess that crowd to come in. You know, I mean, y'all just ain't up on that. They just a topic that I ain't go. That's why I don't sweat on it because you know y'all been on anyway. We can talk about other shit. But y'all see what you're saying. If anything, I do like to call in shit though. I had people calling in the other day, but I need to have another number that everybody they can talk, they can call into. The other day, people were calling into my messenger on Facebook. It was going through one of my devices, and you can hear the conversation through the device clear. Lisa was on here. Two of my homegirls called up, and you can hear their conversation through the phone or through the device on the air, like it was a mic plugged up, which it was, but you know, like you can hear it clearly through their phone. Yeah, if I had an engineer, man, like all these other channels do, and some people they do it on their own, but I don't. That's just not me. I don't even want to get. I just really want to get back to the regular show where we just sitting around, we kicking it, we politicking about all type of shit. Me and my people, we having guests on, talking it. We know we talking that shit. See, my tattoo say "cut it." I got that in the penitentiary. Oh, man. Yeah. But yeah, y'all here. I know y'all up on the football season about to start. Y'all see what type of hat I got on, right? Just see what type of hat I want to go and get on. And we're gonna talk about the Miami Dolphins too, by the way. Cause yeah, this is why it's about to be over with for McDaniels and Taga whatever his name. Taga Lavoy, whatever his name. But yeah, Micah Parsons wants to get traded from the Dallas Cowboys. He doesn't want to belong in the organization anymore. Now I'm out here in Dallas, and I know they didn't say why he wants to get traded. I'm thinking it's behind money because they haven't offered him an extension on his contract like everybody else getting signed. They seeing people like T.J. Watt for the Pittsburgh Steelers sign their defensive end. Just seen Myles Garrett get his long extension. You also seen the one cat that played for Cincinnati Bengals, Hendricks, get his extension. So now Michael Parsons, right before the preseason, that's what most players are doing. He wants to get an extension. He wants to get some bread or trade him. You hear a lot of players, they start to do that to press the team to get them to get paid. But sometimes, you know, and it works every time. But I also know most of the time when players do that, when they pressing the team to pay them with an extension, especially if it's their last year, their last season, their last contract, they have an injury that they're not going to tell nobody about until they sign their contract. And all of a sudden they're gonna probably play hurt for like 1 or 2 games, and the next thing you know, they're gonna that third game, it might be the first game. They're gonna go ahead and show that injury and get what? They got their guaranteed money gone, and all they're gonna do is just try to rehab. They'll never be the same player that they were before they got their money. That's how most of the time it happens. So Michael Parsons, he wants to get traded. He wants to get traded. My boy said he's here. He wants to get traded. I mean, where do you think he wanted? Where do you think he might land up at? Now, they had a list of teams, right? 5 teams where they think can get him. They said they can probably get him. It had Detroit Lions first, New England Patriots second, San Francisco 49ers number 3, the Colts at number 4, and I think somebody else like I don't even want to say because I'm not sure what the 5th team was. Probably even the 4th team. I just know the top 3 teams. And it'll be dangerous wherever he goes. But we already know he wants to stay in Dallas. We already know Jerry really don't like to pay his players either. Jerry, he got it real tight with his pockets. What's y'all take on that? Are you ready for some football? A Monday night party. Man, you know what I keep forgetting? Buy me a damn lighter, man. Somebody paid me for my lighter. Hey, y'all, check this out. I know I had wanted to say something to y'all. What y'all think about that last thumbnail I made on the last show where I'm debating with my homeboy? Did y'all watch that show with my boy? I'm debating with Milton Brown. That show right there, I had my homeboy with me, Milton Brown. I had this hat on, right? So on the thumbnail, I had the thumbnail create the hat. It was live, right? Had my beard and everything going out. And it looked like Milton too. I took one of Milton's pics and threw it in the AI thing. It was fake. I'm not gonna take the credit like I did that myself though. I'm going to ease the way out. I try to do things, I do it quick as I can. Cause I'm not just, some of these people, they already got stuff set up in their crib and they got somebody engineering for them and all that. I don't got that. I do this shit as rapid as I can. I mean, yeah, he was going. He really got him. He had my nerve rattled. I said, hell no, man, you don't know what the hell you talking about. You been living here longer than me. Geographically, you know that ain't right. And I got mad because I'm calling about 6, 7 motherfuckers I know from that living on that side of North Dallas. Because we in North Dallas now where I'm at. I'm in the Addison area. I'm more like on the woods, right on the tip of Addison. And so yeah, I'm like right here. They say this side was really the one that started the North Dallas thing, right? Webb Chapel and North Dallas projects and other areas around here. But the other side, I was talking about for like the other side, that's what people consider the North now, the nutty North. And we think if you say, yeah, I'm on the North, people gonna tell you, that people gonna automatically think you're on Skillman, Ardelia, or Forest Lane, Abramson Park Lane, places like that, Greenville. People gonna think you're in areas like that. Walnut Hill, Royal Lane. If you say you over here, sometimes you gotta say you in the Addison area in North Dallas, like right here by the Galleria Mall, or you in Webb Chapel. You don't even gotta say you in North Dallas where you say I'm in Webb Chapel. Everybody else, that's the North. That's the northwest side. You got the northeast side. You got Interstate 75 separates both. Like I'm on the west side of 75. The other side of North Dallas is on the east side of 75. I stay on that side. I stayed on there for 3 years. But I'm on the west side. We call it Far North Dallas because that's what the map say. When you look at it, say Far North Dallas, Addison, all that area right there. They got Carrollton, Plano, Frisco, Farmers Branch, Irving, Los Colinas right there. You got Allen, McKinney, and other couple of places up there. And you got other places like Garland, Mesquite, a little bit further east. And down south, you got, Oak Cliff, You know, Cedar Hill, Duncanville. I'm right there in the middle, but I'm in the middle really. Like the way the city built and the highways, it's like we in the middle, like where I'm at. Cause I got 635 right here. I got the Dallas Tollway right there to go north and south to take me downtown or take me further up north. It runs up to another two other turnpikes, George Bush and the Sam Rayburn Tollway. Then I got 75 right here that takes you downtown. But I can get downtown in 11 minutes from my crib, getting on Dallas Tollway, opposed to me riding 635 or the service road to 75 to go south to go downtown. It'll take me 45, 50 minutes. But if I take the tollway right here, I get down there in 11 minutes. That's what I like the beauty of where I live at. It was crazy. It was kind of like a crazy debate because like he knew he was wrong what he was saying. Cause I had I'm sitting up calling all the North Dallas dudes. They weren't answering their phone. As soon as the show ended, I'm on my way to I headed to the bar. I needed to have me a drink. I went up to the bar to have me a drink. And all of a sudden everybody started calling me back. Like, man, I see you hit me up, what's up, cuz? I'm like, man, it's too late now, man. I'm just gonna send you the link, man. You watch it and you tell me what you think. But I sent you the link, and like everybody that I had sent the link to hit me back like within 45 minutes because I told them, I said, tap in at the 51-minute mark. Everybody called me back within 45 minutes like, man, that nigga crazy as a motherfucker. I said, yeah, man. You could tell. I thought he was joking at first and just trolling, but this nigga really thought that. That's my homeboy. He knew I ain't never was trolling or whatever. But it's North Dallas is big. She laughing, Lisa laughing. That shit's crazy though. I mean, I'm not even from here debating about some place, but it was good content. And moments before that, it was kind of crazy too though. It was another outburst. And I know once the show gets moving around, and somebody the right person catch the show, they gonna catch him saying some stuff that he said about somebody that's gonna probably, once he get attention, it's gonna start a heated topic again. So here we go. I'll be right back. Yeah. I feel like it's too bright. It didn't light too bright, man. Maybe the screen just like that. Johnny Manziel. $85 cut, man. Where you at, man? You kinda got quiet, man. $85 cut. I wonder whatever happened to Elsa. She must got her a boyfriend or something. I took off the money. I took her. She somebody else who I took off the monetization list. Moderator list. I mean, she one of the people who I took off the moderator list. I said, no, she can't be the moderator. She said she wasn't even subscribed to the channel. She said she don't even know when I go live. I said, you should get a notification if you subscribe. She said, I'm not subscribed. I said, why the hell you ain't watching my show then? And now I got you a moderator and you ain't subscribed. What type of shit that is? But like I said, for further, any new moderators, anybody else that's a moderator, man, I gotta see their face. And I'm gonna do that, man. I'm the only one who knew how you look. We gotta have a face-to-face talk. I gotta know who you is. I gotta know what I'm dealing with. I'm tired of looking at. I'm not a ghost to you. You're not gonna be a ghost to me. So yeah, from now on out, from now the new moderators, if like there ain't nobody that I know already, they not gonna be a moderator. I gotta see who I'm dealing. I mean, especially that way if they decide they want to go live with me, right? I want to know what I'm dealing with. I don't want to deal with no funny person, no strange person. I don't want to be around that. I mean, some of the shit might be entertaining, but I don't want to. Nah, yeah, I don't want to be with no funny shit. Put it like that. I don't know what happened to O either. I took O off the moderation list. I took Iceman 99 off. I took Cookie Monster off. I took a couple people who I just my friends who I know they ain't really just gonna be tapping in like that. You know, they don't fool. They ain't even up to speed on type of YouTube type of stuff like this. So I took them out the moderation list. It was got me making a moderator was a test to see what they tap in. Whenever I do it, but they never. Some people they didn't pass the test, so I took them out. Uh, yes, a few people who I forgot about. I forgot they was I took the deal Phonics dude, whoever it was, the dude that had blocked everybody from this channel for all that time. I took him off the moderation list. I think so, well, not my homeboys, but like I think Cookie Monster 420 was. I think the deal guy was. Uh, a couple of people were. I think even like I took the Scrub dude. I took them off. Uh, a few people I had took off. Some people they stayed on even after Katie. Some people stayed on even after Katie had left, but they ended up merging off. But yeah, I think I took Johnny off. But I will say most of everybody they came on here once they seen the white redheaded chick, they made them tap into the channel. They seen that white girl with a black dude. They said this right here fixed to be fun. It was very entertaining. But I'm trying to find somebody else that like to come in there with their energy like that and sit right here. But I am about to start inviting my my guests. I'm gonna start having guests over here, my homeboys. I'm gonna starting Thursday. I'm gonna start doing live streams right here, with my homeboys sitting right here, whoever it might be, anybody, to add some more characters to the screen. That way y'all can see, get more familiar with some new faces, and it probably will bring more people to the channel. Yeah, females don't get a lot of views anyway. Plus white females, and we already know, man. They already blackball on they shadow ban the black media guys anyway. What black media guys, up and coming creators. Even somebody said that shit to Vlad. Vlad said y'all know that you know damn well. Now Charlemagne said that to Vlad on Breakfast Club this morning. Said that that they always shadow ban the up and coming black media guys that's on YouTube. He said that right out of his mouth. I said, that's a true statement. I said, because when Katie was on here, man, they made her jump up. She looked like she wanted them. Yup, That's why I say once like I said, when all it takes is just some new characters on be on here. You gotta see people want to look at, and I don't blame them. People see me with more people right here. It's not saying they don't want to tap in just to see me. It'll make people want to come in and get used to. Once they get used to seeing me on here, they'll fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, shit, I ain't saying that there ain't gonna be no white girl. I got more than that. They just white girl, but I'm just saying she was white. That's why they did that. I just know every time a black chick say shit, I'm gonna get on there. I want to get on there. They punk out. I'm looking for anybody with that energy who want to be on the screen. I don't care what color you are. As long as you keep it real and you know how to open your mouth and be entertaining and funny. It ain't all about no color. It's all about an image, how you present yourself. You gotta be like me. You gotta sit up here. This weed gonna be pumping. We gonna be drinking, talking shit. You gotta know a little bit about what stuff that I'm gonna talk about. That my audience talk about. You can't be gullible about most of this shit. Some of this shit will be cute a little bit, but hey, you can't be gullible about everything. I don't want you to be gullible about anything that I talk about, really. And I want you to be more. You gotta be somebody that's enthused about the topics and shit that's gonna be coming through here. So anybody, that's why I say I'm gonna start. I already came up with the idea. I said I'm trying to. That's the way I'm gonna grow this channel. I'm gonna start having people sit right here on this couch with me. I mean, we're gonna be sitting. You're gonna see some different characters on here. We all gonna see motherfuckers argue with each other in debate. You know, I'm finna figure this out. I'm gonna get this thing right. I'm saving up to get me another camera. You know what I'm saying? I put on my last camera, my Rebel 7, my Canon. I put on, so I'm saving up right now to buy another camera, though. That's why I'm doing things the way I'm doing it right now. But once I get that camera, though, we're going to get back to some real shit, though. The visuals are going to be even player. Shit, baby steps. I got to keep the channel pumping, though. The blood got to keep flowing. She was fun. She was funny. She was fun, funny, all that, you know. But, and the girl, another thing, too, though. Check this out. They don't got a girl. She don't even got to pump alcohol and pump weed in her body the entire show. You know what I'm saying? She just, she might want to take a shot every here and there and then, and talk that shit and show her ass out. And whether it's a she or a he, whatever. But it's the kickback though. The one thing they gonna have to know is the kickback. You a bigger deal, baby. Yeah, man. I'm gonna say one thing I'm gonna be able to say. And I'm already saying it now. I'm a self-made nigga. Ain't nobody gave it to me. Ain't nobody handed it out to me. I did it all on my own. Nobody even have. I'm doing this shit without no machine. I don't got no machine with me. Ain't nobody making people tap in and convincing people to tap into my channel. I'm doing all that. These subscribers are built off me. I don't got nobody passing out flyers and sharing my stuff on their channel or their platform. Nobody don't do that for me. Nobody ain't done this with me. And like the only way niggas would share my shit just because I shared their shit. And they felt played because I've been sharing their shit for years or whatever they got, or I just share. I'm a type of person to share people's shit anyway. And they like, you know what, this nigga be sharing people's shit. Let me go and throw his shit out there. Just say I shared this shit. People do this shit for that reason. I actually listen to your shit and share your shit every time I listen to it. Or whatever you got going on or watch. Whatever is presented to me, I like to present to people that I think should know about it too. I don't like people to be drowned in certain topics. I want people to go out and swim with everything that's going on. Especially if you're a person like hip hop, I'm gonna share a hip hop story with you that you probably ain't up on yet. That's why, because you're a hip hop head. I'm gonna share with somebody like hip hop. I'm not gonna talk with somebody who don't know hip hop or they mind ain't in that hip hop traffic. Or it only got to be hip hop. It can be about NASCAR racing, about golf. You might don't even listen. You might don't watch golf. You might don't know about no drag racing. So, you got to pick your topics with certain people. And doing live, you got to find out what people, your audience, you got to throw out these certain topics and see which topics is biting on this. Tomorrow, I might talk about the fucking water in Niagara Falls. It ain't been working right. Whatever. I mean, I'm just saying. That don't even make sense, but I'm just saying I be all over the place like bird shit. Yep. I got a couple of self-made homeboys, man. Niggas who did it by themselves on their own. And when they working on their own person. Not saying now everybody can't be a boss. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Everybody can't get it on their own and not have nobody they have to look up to. Everybody in it can't do that. But I got a few homies that are like that. They can actually say that they self-made and they ain't took no handouts from nobody and don't owe nobody nothing either. Then I have a lot of niggas. It's a handful of niggas that I can actually say some bum ass niggas. Some bum ass niggas. Niggas don't want nothing in life. They want somebody to give it to them. They waiting on the next jump from somebody. So they can drag right on their cake. Some motherfuckers don't even know how to get. Some people they got the potential. They got the potential and all the attributes to get whatever they want to get, but they don't know how to keep it. And if you don't even know if they don't know how to keep it or do they really want it. One thing they know how to do is suck on you and leech and do all that with just bumming. And everybody got like a bunch of bumming people. There's a lot of bumming people out there, man. There's a lot of bumming people out there. Niggas under my bummy ass women. They leech on the niggas because they think where they have a place to stay at. And bummy ass niggas, they leech on whoever they can leech on just so they can have a place to stay at. Or whatever, we just bummy ass people, man. I mean, I know some niggas ain't trying to get it too though. It's just, the obstacles, be fucking up shit. Some niggas they go through some shit, man, they got obstacles. I'm at the point in my life, man, that I'm trying to shit. I ain't trying to nigga go to work, man, whether it's busy or slow, nigga work for everything they got around him. Like I actually see where I work for. Some niggas, man, they go to what they don't got nothing to show for what they work for. Some niggas don't even go to work. I know motherfuckers don't even like going to work, man. Some niggas get a job, man, just about 3-4 weeks, man, just say they got a job just to get a paycheck. Get a couple of, paycheck, get some cash in them and run through their money at whatever they doing, buy a few clothes, look fresh, just to lay around the house for goddamn another 3-4 months. That shit crazy. And these grown men, it's crazy, man. Like, that's why I do good around. I ain't around people, man. That's why that's why that's why the people you might see me around, they kind of be like, man, I don't really have nobody. I just be around, hanging around. Like if I hang around my homeboys, them just from here, that's because that's on some homie thing. But even sometimes we go 3, 4, 5 months not seeing each other. Sometime a year, we stay right around the corner from each other. We just don't, we be doing our own thing. Then, I got people who I vibe with the people certain type of people who I vibe with, and they come in different colors and ages. So you say Trump looks like Trump won't be giving Diddy a pardon? So is there some news right now? There's some flashing news right there. So Trump's not getting Diddy. I wonder why he's not doing that. What's y'all take on that? whoever that third person tapping in, hit that like button, y'all hit that subscribe button, share with your friends and family, show some love. You can state where you're from, with your name, in the chat room if you can. It'd be lovely to join the chat. You can join the chat. We do not bite. We do not fight. We don't do no disrespecting. We do not do no discrimination. It's the Kid Back Network with Cuddy J. Yeah, I already knew that had to do with the surroundings. It wouldn't look good on his part to go against something that they going against. So he was outnumbered. That's what it is. And when you outnumbered in that situation like that, you don't want to go against the grain. You're gonna go and ride with them. Now Trump he finally stood down on his word on that. Now who knows? We don't know that yet. Did he say it? Is it documented somewhere? Hit that like button, by the way, you guys. Tap it in. Show some love. It's Cuddy J on the Kickback Network. It's the Kickback Network, you heard me? We talked about the Cam Newton, Gillie The Kid, back and forth, the beef. Now all of a sudden you got Johnny Manziel tapping in, giving his 2 cents. Now was about to go another echelon. Okay, all right. Yeah, you know. It's just, the reason why I say that, Lisa, not saying you're not right or wrong, whatever, because like when you're on like a platform like this, and you don't really want to try to confirm information that's not valid yet at the time. Why you laughing at 85? Like it's like you like I don't like because I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to give out no misinformation. Like I probably did, but I did a few times, and it backfired on me. That's why I'm probably kind of cautious on it now. YouTube, it'll be YouTube go coming at me on something like this, giving out some information that ain't true about a politician, especially when you bring up that guy's name. He said he won't give him one yet. He's gonna give him one, but not yet. But he's gonna give him one right before he get out of office. I don't know. That sounds like it ain't nothing but a chess game. He's a businessman, and this is another businessman that's in the situation, so you know how it might turn out. So one thing about this, though, things like this are not going to ever carry on. You're never going to hear about situations like that ever again because everybody going to be kind of cautious on how they do things now. When they hooking up with people, what they drinking when they go out. Yeah, you're going to be some money involved in this, man. Trust me. It's going to be the biggest $1 million deal ever in the world. By the $1 million man. It's going to be the biggest $1 million deal ever made by the $1 million man. He sure is that kind of guy. Appreciate the love tapping in. New person tapping in. Subscribe if it's your first time tapping in. Social love if you've been here before. If it's your first time coming in, social love is Cuddy J, the host of the Kickback Network. We going live tonight. It's just a live stream tonight. We talked about it. We talking about a bunch of stuff right now. We happen to just jump into the last topic that Lisa brought up. Yeah, this whole thing is driven by money, man. All this thing is money. Uh, but like I was saying earlier, that even if Diddy gets out or examples been made like with him and R. Kelly. Yeah, true story that could say Kodak Black said these hoes should be getting rich off no baby. He said they should be getting rich. They shouldn't be getting rich off no baby. It don't take $20,000 a month to raise no damn kid. It sure don't, man. I mean, you really it just take $20,000 to take care of your whole household with that kid in it. I guess they said we want to make sure you could be able to cover the whole situation that had to take care of a child. The house, the cars, uh, the expenses and all that. And this how they look at it. That's how they put it. But it's a shame though. It's a shame. But you just think about it. You just think about it why they do it like that. That's why they do it like that. I don't know why niggas ain't putting women on child support. I bet they won't be able to pay no 20 grand no fucking month. So at least they in Hollywood somewhere. Not even these rap females, they can't do it. The rap females can't do it. They ain't sold enough records. I mean, Nicki Minaj, she won't want to do it. Or Cardi B. Shout out to Kodak Black, man. I hope you get yourself right, though. Shout out to Kodak Black. Ça passe ni balai. So check this out. Let me tell you my phone story, right? It was Thursday. So let me tell you my phone story. This right here, this place that my phone place I go to. The phone place I go to. That's why I go pay my bill at every time. I got in kind of good with the dude, the Middle Eastern guy. That's the manager of the place. He's cool. He's good. He cracks me deals. He give me all these devices I got. All this other shit that comes with just paying your bill on time and all that shit you were to get. But anyway, I needed to get a new phone for Thursday because the jack on the phone, the charger part, is not charging my phone right. It can't stick in. It's always falling out, and it's not working right. Plus, whenever I was sticking the microphone, the wireless microphone adapter in it to record shows, it was draining the batteries out of the microphones fast because it wasn't holding up good. And it was just messing with the frequency or whatever. So that's why my microphones was not, lasting long. I figured it out when I got a new phone. But anyway, let's get back to the story of me how I got the phone. So I'm going to pay the bill. But I was trying to get this fixed and whatever, or trying to get a new phone. He was like, hey man, you need to get a new phone anyway, man. But he said, how serious? He said, how serious is this number that you have right here? Because I got my internet, my phone, and this tablet right here. And it's all in cahoots with each other where I pay a certain amount of money. I pay $135 a month for my internet, my cell phone, and this tablet right here that's part of the whole thing. So he said, hey man, I can get your bill down to $100 a month if you get a new number. You just use another new, I give you a new phone, give me a Galaxy, a Samsung Galaxy. And I give you a new phone, but you got to get a new number. So I'm like, how important is that phone number of mine? I thought about that shit. I said, to be honest, nobody really called me like talking about it. People, they know how to get it. The people that need to get in touch with me, they know how to get in touch with me. But what I did do, I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna give it to the people that matter anyway, because that's who basically called me. Of course, I had went to my call log, and people name in my call log who I talked to the most in the last 6 months or 3 months. Of course, I gave them my new number. But everybody else, they just gonna have to figure it out. So I ended up having to get a that's how I ended up getting a new phone. I got a new phone and I kinda like it. But I will let him know though. I said, hold on, I gotta go see him Monday. I gotta correct him with something because he did. It's just I wanna it ain't like I wanted to be. Yeah, that's what I was telling you earlier. I said I got a new number. I said I'm gonna text you whenever I get off the show. I guess you wasn't on. I thought you were probably still on. I said I'm gonna hit you up when I get off the show, and I'm gonna text you my new number. The way you know it. And like I said earlier, I can still receive texts on the number you have right now. The number you have, when you text me earlier, I still receive text from this phone for some reason. I guess because I'm around Wi-Fi. But you can text me on this phone right here. The same number. If you're trying to send me pictures of the Cutlass right now, you can text me on that same number you just texted me from earlier. But I do got to give you the new number. Yeah, it's all good. I ain't tripping. Yeah, it's all good. I was gonna hit you up anyway and tell you. Yeah, I had he. But the moral of the story is he really kind of like suckered me into get a new phone just to make a sale. That's how that was. Really, he got my bill down low. He just wanted to make a sale. That's all he did. He endorsed me, you know what I'm saying? He got me real quick. He straight zold the nigga. He ain't zold me, but you know. He did it, you know. Sometimes, somebody, what it is, he just got the right person. Because sometimes, motherfuckers don't got the money to spend to do that, I actually went there just to pay the bill. Instead of me paying a $135 bill, I really just paid $100. So I saved $35 that day. But yeah, they bribe. And it's funny though, because they bribe you too though. Like I see him in like other places, like I'll probably be at the corner store somewhere, or I'll be out and about somewhere, and I'll be in Walmart. I'm like, hey, I'm like, what's up? Sometimes what do you do? Sometimes it's a YouTube guy. It's how some YouTube guy. I be laughing at him. Yeah, it's crazy, right? That's what they so do. I'm high as a motherfucker, boy. I'm high as a motherfucker. Yeah, this time right here was different though because the dude just made it was some slick he did for him to get me out my number. that I only had that number for about 2, 3 years anyway. And the thing about it, with my email and all my say, I still keep all my contacts that I gathered over the last 10 years since I was when I was with AT&T with my iPhone. Everybody I met from 10 years ago, they still got the number in my phone. And some people, like I said, I don't. There's some names in there. There's some names on my contact list that I ain't seen in years. I never talked to, probably never will. But I just know if I ever come in contact, I got some people I come in contact with every now and then that I haven't seen in a long time. But I mean, that don't mean they need to still have my number. As long as I got their number, that's cool. That's cool. City TV. Shout out Johnny. Shout out to Johnny. Who to my Johnny Manziel? T-Real City TV. Shout out to T-Real City TV in the building. Show some love, hit that like button. This is a shot to Johnny. What they supposed to be? See who this is. Okay, 27.9 subscribers. Hey, what's up? Shout out to T-Real City TV in the building. But yeah, Johnny Manziel though, man. I'm pretty sure it's gonna escalate to some more words, man, going back and forth between Johnny and Gillie, because if anybody know Gillie the Kid is gonna come back with some words to Johnny just because what Johnny said. When Johnny had said something about going back and forth about football with Gillie, he didn't that didn't budge him. But once he had said, when I see you, just know I'm gonna slap you, Gillie gonna say something about that. Gillie's not gonna let that fly. I don't even think I wouldn't want Gillie to let that fly. Let's be honest, not for no white boy. We're not gonna let Gillie, the hip hop community in the streets of Philadelphia, are not gonna let Gillie Kid let that boy talk to him like that, which is Johnny Manziel. He's just not gonna do it. Hey, T-Real City TV, where you from, man? What talk to us, man. You said shot to Johnny. We don't know if you were saying shout out to Johnny or whatever the case may be. Elaborate with us, man. Of course, we know it won't be no slapping tolerated now. But you know, Gillie the Kid, he got a boxing game too. Y'all know, he just don't know Gillie the Kid has a boxing history where he trained as a boxer. You know, in Philadelphia, that's the home of boxing. It's a boxing ring on every corner, like it's a liquor store in the city of Philadelphia. You know, that's where they made Rocky at. That's why they put it in Philadelphia. But yeah, he got a good hand game. I know Johnny Manziel probably got football strength. Okay, he's a quarterback. Can he throw the hands? We'll see. That'll be a good celebrity boxing match. I think that's what it's going to lead to. Celebrity boxing match where Gillie goes against Johnny and Wallow goes against Cam Newton. And now here's the thing about Wallow. Wallow knows judo and jiu-jitsu, shit like that. You know, he has some type of martial art background with him. You know, so that might be a good matchup because Cam Newton, he's about 6'5", 240, 250, something like that anyway. I mean, but that's how big he was in the NFL. Wallow's probably about 6'3", 263, something like that. A little over 200 pounds. Either way it goes, it'll be a good boxing match, celebrity boxing match for both parties. Gillie versus Johnny Manziel and Wallow versus Cam Newton. I don't even know if that's the case. I don't know if Wallow has anything to do with that. But I think, either just let Gillie the Kid and Cam go with it. That's a good idea. Let them go with it. I don't know if it's a size. Is there a size thing or what? I don't know. Because I know damn well that Jake Paul dude was way bigger than Nate Robinson when he knocked him out in that celebrity match a couple of years ago. Y'all remember that celebrity match? What's his name? Nate Robinson, little short point guard. He was a brawler, you know what I'm saying? He's always getting the fights on the court. But he had got into a celebrity match with Jake Paul. Jake Paul knocked him out in 8 seconds. And he laid on the mat for a couple of minutes. Straight up. Yeah, football season is here, man. Football season about to start a lot of. This is the season of well, you and your homeboys, y'all got different teams y'all root for, or y'all teams are rivals. Y'all really don't even really fuck with each other like talking about it. Y'all conversations be back and forth on Facebook be very like a lot of malice. I knew I'd be mad if my team lose and my boys they parading that shit because my team lost. I get mad. And I start going to their team about shit, and you really be like, people, it be fun and play though, but you be like really mad though. And some people though, man, if they really dislike you, they been hiding it. They really show you if they dislike you or not. Football season really kind of bring out who really hate you. You know what I'm saying? That would it be though. Only cool. Football season brings out who really don't really give a fuck about you, or they just looking for a chance to disagree with you on something, but they can't find them to disagree. And a sports activity like football is a good way to go, to show they dislike towards you. That's how it be sometimes too. You'll be amazed though, guys. And Lisa, you about to see Lisa. You went on my timeline last year during football season on my Facebook page. You about to see women go back and forth as well. You gonna see me getting tagged by women on my comments going back and forth with me. You finna be on the roll. Football season, that's when I'm at my really peak. I'm at my peak during football season. It's fun though. I'm at my peak during football season. The women from Shreveport, Dallas, or whatever, man, that be on my timeline, they talk that noise. I got a couple of people from Philadelphia on there. They talk that noise. Guys I've been locked up with around, my shit go hard. You're going to see, watch. The first week of football, you're going to be like, yeah, it's football. My timeline, my page be on fire during football season because I got something to say down there every day. And then now that I'm doing this live stream, I'm really going to be going off on teams. Yeah, we did fantasy last year. A couple of people at my job and my manager and some other guys. But this year we just said we ain't gonna fool with the fantasy this year. We gonna go back to the pick'em sheets where we each week, we all put $20 in to pick which teams we think gonna win that week, and whoever come out with the most wins that week, they win the pot. Monday night game was the tiebreaker. So yeah, we about to start doing that right there, but we're not doing no fantasy football. Now, I want to give you some game, though, Lisa. Y'all have the running game. We want to see what J.J. McCarthy do. Y'all have the running game. The Minnesota Vikings we got the best receiver in the game, and the defense look pretty good. But y'all got what's the dude name? The guy Green is what's his name? Armand Green. Anyway, you got that running back, Aaron Green. You got Aaron Green, and you got J.P. Mason. J.P. Mason he played with the 49ers the last 3 seasons. He was our starting Aaron Jones. My bad. I said some Aaron Jones. Y'all got J.P. Mason now, Jordan Mason. He's a hard runner, good runner. He led the league in rushing for the first 5 weeks last season until he got hurt. I think it was week 6. He was still the leading rusher last season with the 49ers. He led the league in rushing. Go check the stats. You'll see. It says Jordan Mason, he was the leading rusher last season until week 6 when he got hurt. 49ers, when he came from that injury, the 49ers stopped using him. They wasn't using him no more. So, I mean, and with McCaffrey, coming back, reason why he was out there because McCaffrey got hurt. Then he got hurt, then we had to show the other guy that we had. Turned out the other guy we had is great too. So guess what? We're gonna keep McCaffrey because we paid. Plus he's a veteran. But we also got this other young guy that's really not acting for them. We're gonna go ahead and let J.P. Mason. I wish we would have kept J.P. Mason, but you're gonna see that y'all gotta. If y'all just hand the ball off and stop trying to be pretty with the passes, Jefferson might just have to sit back this season and let the quarterback get used to the passing game. And, maybe they might be right. Who knows? But I will say this. Minnesota got a good running attack. And, this coming from, I'm not even a Minnesota Vikings fans. You don't hardly never hear nobody talk or brag or just say, not even brag, speak highly about another team's system or they players. You rarely hear somebody big up another team player. So I'm not just saying this to be funny. I've been paying attention to see the thing about me. I just don't pay attention to my team. I go look and see what other teams got going on and what their story is because I know my team might be facing that team. I want to see what my team's facing. I want to know what the talk is on their team, who's tough and what they got going. That way, when the week comes, we facing each other. Somebody say, let's bet. And I'll be like, shit, okay, I seen y'all roster, nigga. I'm either not betting you or I'm betting you, depending on what the roster look like. So if I know your team really ain't what it is, they just winning off luck and their roster really ain't what it is because I know the players, I'm going to bet you. That's how I win most of my bets because I know more about your team than you know about my team. Or I know more about the team that you rooting for than the team you think you rooting against. So you don't even know about the team you root against. You just want to root against. And people be comparing. And this thing about it, people always compare titles and stuff and scores from the last game. Like, let's just say if the Cardinals got blew out last week by Seattle, 43-0, and then the next week Seattle end up losing to a team that the Cardinals just beat the week before. So you never know how this shit gonna go. Y'all still in the chat? I started the chat late tonight, y'all. It's Saturday night. I just wanted to get, I still got to get on here, though. I mean, I ain't gonna, I got to get on here. The fact that I didn't go live last night, just because I got out work late. Now, that's a great question, and I'm just going to probably say, shit, that's more like a statement to me because I'm with you on what you're saying. Because I said it last year that the Texans is going to be nice. They started off good last year, but then really just capitalized from the year before. Because the coach they got with us, D'Amico Ryan, he was our defensive coordinator for 2 years, and he took us to the Super Bowl with one time. He been without he came from our system. Now he's a head coach, and yeah, that's why I like Houston. Plus they had the personnel too, but I think they kind of like I think they lost Stephon Diggs. I think he went back to I think he went to Buffalo or he was somewhere. I think Stephon Diggs was somewhere else. I'm not sure. Let me see something before I don't even want to say. I'm I'm a definitely nigga. I know he fucking with a old chick right now. The rapper chick, what's her name? Cardi B. He might have a bad season anyway, so it doesn't really matter where he at. Who he playing for? Okay, yeah, so he going to the New England Patriots, Stephon Diggs. Wow. That's crazy. He went back up to the Northeast. He started out playing with Buffalo. I feel like he should stay there. Buffalo were the ones well, I don't know. Buffalo like Cincinnati. They don't have no defense. They got the offense, so they play good, but they don't have the defense. Yeah, I think the Texans. And get back like I told 85 Cut. I said I wasn't gonna forget about the Dolphins. The Dolphins, yeah, the Miami Dolphins. Now that's another one of our proteges from our, franchise, the 49ers. He one of Kyle Shanahan's proteges, Coach McDaniels. The first 2 years with Miami, he started off right with that explosive offense with Tyreek Hill, and you got the other receiver cat. He's pretty good. Then you got a good running game. You got speed. One thing y'all never did just work on the defense. I think y'all had a good defense that first year when y'all had Phillips, and I don't know if you're a Miami Dolphins fan, but I'm just saying it's a Florida team. Neither one of the Florida teams are really good. I think Tampa Bay might be the better one. The Jags might be a secret. All right, then, Lisa, I enjoyed you too. I appreciate the love you did. And I'll see you the next live. Yeah. Will I see you again? Will I see you again? Can I see you again? Will I see you again? Yeah. But hey, man, I think I'm probably going to tap out too, man. I sure appreciate you guys that came through and showed a little love to me. I love it. It's a lot of love, to be honest. I'll be back on another one, man. It's your boy Cuddy J on the K-Back Network. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. I'm going to holler at y'all.